Hello, welcome. I hope you're doing really well. I've been in my new type of system for the past month and a half, and I've spent the past month in this particular Hobonichi Weeks planner. So I thought it is about time to do a little flip through. Alright, so let's start with the monthlies. I use them as normal calendar stuff, so for events, appointments, birthdays, trips, stuff like that. But the thing I wanted to talk about is my color coding system because I improved that a little bit. So this sand color is for appointments, like doctor's appointments, hairdresser, car stuff, just things like that. The yellow one is a new one and I use that for fun events. So for example, meeting with my friends or going to cinema or a concert or something like that. Pink one is for deadlines, and I also use a green one for birthdays, but I don't have any in July, so I can't really show you. And down here I have a to-do list for the whole month, so these are just tasks I would like to do sometime this month. Then when it comes to weeklies, nothing really changed here. I use them the same way I did before. So I use the left side for events and appointments, right side for day-specific tasks. Here we have a running to-do list, habits, and sometimes I do this next week section if I need it, but I don't always do that. So my weeklies are always the same, nothing really interesting happening here. And now let's move on to the interesting part, which is dailies or note pages. So this is my color coding system that I showed in my previous video. I use these dot stickers to color code my entries so that it would be easier to find information. And yeah, we have a little cover page, just the name of the month, made with stamps. I use these banners to separate entries into weeks, and then I just write the date and whatever I need. So I thought I could comment a little bit about what is that I need. So here, for example, I just have a list of dinner meals that we were planning for that week. Here I was considering getting a separate writer's notebook. That was before I merged everything into this notebook. So now I don't need a writer's notebook, but I was considering that here. Then here I was brainstorming some video ideas. Here I wrote down the dimensions of pictures, of photos, because I want to frame our wedding photo, and also I thought it could be really cool to have a picture pinned like here with a clip or something like that. This is a bit stupid, but this sticker reminded me of an Instagram reel I saw that day where this man was doing a seasonal color analysis on his dog. I just found it funny. Some to-do lists. Vince and I started going to gym to lift weights. It is the first time in my whole life that I'm lifting weights. And we were trying to figure out a time that would work for us both, which apparently was very difficult. It was like playing Sudoku or something. And here I started adding pictures and more visual cues. So from now on, it will be easier for me to tell you what's been going on there. So this was a brunch with my girlfriends, and it was a dessert, like a very fancy one. Oh yeah, here I started considering this idea of having everything in my Hobonichi Weeks in one messy kind of book, because I was just tired of trying to make everything look perfect. So yeah, these pictures just really vibed with me, and I really liked this illustration. I found it on Pinterest, and Vince said that if I one day write my book, I could write to the artist and ask to make art for my book, and I thought that's such a cool idea, so I had to glue in that picture. Here I started book journaling in this notebook. I was reading Nocticadia at the time. And here my dilemma for the next year started, because I realized that the Hobonichi Weeks does not have enough pages for the whole year. So yeah, I had to solve that, and I was just doing that intensely. I started coloring adult coloring books. These are by Kakovaya. I'm sure you saw them somewhere because they are very popular, and I'm currently coloring this particular one, and I really enjoy it. It's just such a relaxing activity, and this specific picture, I really like how this turned out. I'm very proud of myself. Some more thoughts about Nocticadia. Here I discovered Liz Carmen covers, and naturally I thought that that is what I need. I was also looking for a new bag and shoes, and it just all matched together so well that I made this collage. It's not entirely a collage, but yeah, anyway. Later on, I actually reconsidered and realized that Liz Carmen cover would actually not work for me, because I saw some people complaining about it is a threefold cover, so it has this flap on the right, and some people are really bothered about it, like it's in the way when you're trying to write. And I thought that it would definitely happen to me, that that it would not be comfortable. So yeah, I had to let that idea go, even though I felt this major FOMO, especially like after watching several videos. That is the only thing that my YouTube shows me, like Liz Carmen everywhere. But I am proud that I took my time, thought about it, and realized that, yeah, it's probably not gonna work for me. Again, some thoughts about my system for the next year. On this day, we went on a hike on this really pretty trail. It had swamps and lakes and all shades of green. It was very pretty. Here I think I started to feel sick because I caught a cold. Yeah, I have sore throat. Sick day. Here I did a little review page for Nocticadia. I gave it wouldn't show this to my mom badge and too scared to the bathroom badge. And all in all, I would say that first half of the book was very promising. I kind of liked that it was a bit darker than what I usually read, but not too dark. Like, it balanced that so well. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time reading that first half and dreading what will happen, but it never triggered anything too bad in me. So yeah, I think that was done really well. But then the second half, it was focused more on romance, and normally I do like that, but I was just not a fan of main characters, and I didn't really bond with the characters, and I didn't really feel the chemistry between them. And especially like their relationship was very based on physical attraction from the beginning, which is fine. But then the author did this thing when she said, oh, and then they spend a lot of time together and now there are big feelings. And she didn't show me, she just told me, and I was like, I didn't see it. Like, how am I supposed to believe that? So yeah, the romance was not my favorite, but I did like the mystery part. So yeah. Then I watched Kiki's Delivery Service, and that is actually my very first Studio Ghibli movie. And I absolutely loved this. Like, it was so cozy and so sweet. I really, really liked it. Here I was reading another book, Till Summer Do Us Part, and it was my first book by Megan Quinn. Here I was looking for a wedding guest dresses because we are attending 2 weddings in September, so I wanted something a bit more autumnal. Yeah, another divider, and here I did this weekend recap page. I started considering getting a photo printer because I am printing a lot of pictures and I'm just using my home printer, and the quality is definitely not the best. And I was also thinking about our move abroad when I will be without my printer for a while. I thought that maybe getting a very compact photo printer would help, because I will obviously be journaling and I will want to glue in some pictures. So I was just researching photo printers. Here Vince attended a board games night. I was not attending, but I thought it's just a nice reminder of what was happening that weekend. And here we went on a little walk and I saw these gorgeous cherries. They were like glinting in the golden hour. It was very beautiful. Yeah, considering my options for the next year system, I was very overwhelmed. I had a lot of ideas and thoughts, and yeah. Here we started going to the gym. It's a picture of my locket that I use on my, how do you call that? Locker? Locket on a locker, I think I'm correct. A random wish list. We watched Spirited Away, and I have to say that I liked Kiki's delivery service more than this one, even though it's like the most popular movie, I think. Some book thoughts again. Here I made another book review page for Till Summer Do Us Part. I gave this book Sweeter Than Dessert and wouldn't show this to my mom. Like very different badges, but yeah, that's how I felt about the book. And all in all, I really enjoyed it. It didn't feel very realistic, but once you let go of that, it's just very fun and very lighthearted. Here I ordered some charms for my gym locket and for my planner. Here I started watching Critical Role again. I used to watch that in my university era, but it's been a while since that. I just saw some reels on Instagram that caught my attention, and so I thought I will try this. It's like not a full campaign, but a short one, I think. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Here Vince and I went on a little brunch date, and here I made a recap page for our Zumba group meet. We went bowling and then we had a dinner, and it was a lovely evening, very fun. Here we went on a little walk with Vince's family, and it's a shame that you can't see the good quality of this picture, because this dog is showing his tongue and the whole picture is just very funny. We went shopping, and then in the evening I attended a concert with my girlfriends. It was like Latin music concert. And here I forgot to do a full-length banner. I immediately did the Monday entry and then I remembered, so I did this a half of a banner. Here is a tracker of days left until our move, so that I would have a better visual. Some thoughts. Oh yeah, I think I decided on my next year's system. We will see. I might change my mind tomorrow, but for now I think it's very good. So yeah, we will see. And here I got new jeans and I really like those. So I just glued in the label. And yeah, that's it. I have my dot stickers in the back. This pocket is very comfortable for that because I don't even need to take them out. I just peel them off like that. So yeah, it's very comfortable. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, definitely give it a big thumbs up. That would be a huge help to my channel. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!